It's always a delight to have you join us on the program, Ladies Night. My name is Ameze Bazwaye. Yes, you can call me the Empress of the Airwaves. As always, I've got two beautiful ladies who will be joining me on the show today. I have Favor Usaro in the building. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
It's wonderful to have you here. And of course, I have Success Uswalele, a new face on the show. How are you doing? How does it feel to be here? You need to relax a bit. We have fun on the show. We always have fun, so you have to join us in having that fun today.
I must keep this in. I love your eyes. Very nice. Fine.
True that. Okay, so today on the show, we're going to be looking at the place of finance before taking the big step into getting married. How important is it to be financially stable before you say, I want to get married, as a man and even as a woman? And then we're also going to delve into the aspect of how transparent should you be before you get married to your partner. Is it okay if I tell my fiance that this is how much I earn as a salary? Is it okay for him to also tell me this is what he earns, or this is the money he makes in a month? Do we know each other's financial status before making that big step? That's what we're going to be looking at today, because we have a story that we actually came across earlier on, and we want to base all our talks on this particular story. I'm going to read it out before we start talking on the show. So this lady says, just called off my wedding because of my fiance's nonchalant attitude. This guy hasn't dropped one penny, and the wedding is in 3 days. He keeps saying his money is in fixed deposit and that he will refund me. I spoke to a counselor and decided to call it off. Hope I did the right thing. Now, she wants to know, okay, is it right for her to call off the wedding because the man seems not to be putting in any effort financially in planning the wedding? She's been doing it, covering up for him, and now she feels like he's not committed enough. His attitude is very nonchalant. I would like Favor to start off with, what do you think about this whole scenario? Do you think that he probably will give her the money after the wedding, maybe make a refund, since he says his money is in a fixed deposit and probably he can't access it, which I sincerely doubt, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt, okay?
Okay.
He can't get the money.
For
so
now,
he says.
for now,
So he
okay.
says. So he's supposed to give her a refund, like he's going to give her the money back, and she feels like this might not work out, and so she decided to call off the wedding. Do you think she made the right decision? Should she have been patient to see maybe after the wedding you actually give her the money?
Okay, let me start off from somewhere.
Okay.
Your question aside for now, but let me start off from somewhere. She asked the question, did I make the right decision? Did I? Meaning you've already made the decision, right? Okay. She's just trying to validate if she did the right thing or not. Okay. She's made her decision already. She's called off the wedding. So that aside, let's just bear that in mind. She has already called off the wedding. But if you ask me, like you did, I think she did not make the wrong decision. Okay. She made the right decision. It may sound impatient. It may sound, she rushed into the whole decision, you know. Or some people say, don't judge a book by its cover. Or some people might tell you, oh, patience is a virtue. She should have been patient, you know. Well, issues like this are better settled before we get into the marriage. Like they say, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. Even till the morning of the wedding, it's still a relationship. Sure. I don't know about the traditional ties and the rest, but for me, until the wedding day, it's still a relationship. So, to the question, did you make the right decision? My sister, you made the right decision. With my full chest, I'm telling you that you made the right decision. I'll tell you why. Because a man that for any reason would not contribute to his wedding preparation should not be getting married. I'm going to sound unapologetic while dropping my points. I don't know what's holding your money, whether in the pipeline or whether in one bank or whether you're having bank verification issues or whatever. Before we fixed the wedding date, you knew that our wedding was, for example, 5th of December. You should have settled your bank issues. You don't expect me to foot the bills and wait in hope that you'd reimburse me or pay me back. Or personally, I do not like that statement.
For me as a person, I took my relationship seriously. I don't enter into a relationship just because I want to be in a relationship. I entered because I could see myself being with this person long term. And in every relationship I was in, I ensured that I was seeing myself as this person's wife. I may not have been washing his clothes, but I think little things as supporting him, helping him out, even if it's financially.
Supporting him, you said?
Yeah, I'm not saying in this scenario the guy is right or the lady is right, but I'm just saying that statement you made, I hear it a lot of times and it triggers me because I feel like, what are you doing in a relationship if you know you're not thinking of marriage? You should be practicing. I think it's a practicing ground for you. You may not end up with that person. Not everybody that comes into your life is supposed to stay forever. Some people have to give you lessons. I've learned a lot. I don't regret any one I was in because sincerely each one gave me something to add.
Yes.
There's one that I keep thanking God that I was in that relationship for because it helps me to see who I'm with right now as the best for me because I've been in bad ones, so now I can appreciate more the one that is good. You understand? So there's no to me, I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like whatever experience you have is all to make you a better person. Okay, so let's talk with Success. What do you think about this lady? Is she doing the right thing by calling off the wedding?
Yes, I think she's doing the right thing.
Okay.
The wedding. Because once she continue with that, once she gets into the wedding, she'll still continue with it.
Okay.
I don't think like.
But don't you think that the man, maybe he actually will give her the money?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
But I don't demand like somebody that is serious.
Okay.
So that spells on seriousness for you.
Okay, so how would he have been more serious? Okay, let's say for instance his money is actually in a fixed deposit and he can't access his money. How would he have been able to show that he's committed to the whole wedding plan and everything? What would he have done? What should he have done that would make her to see, okay, he's actually serious, it's just that this is what is restraining him financially?
Like what Ms. Favor said,
Okay.
if you know your wedding is December, so you know that your money is a fixed deposit.
Yeah.
You should shift the wedding maybe forward.
Okay.
Like after this whole thing, this is when I'll get my money, this is when I'll do this. So let's just shift the wedding. They
Okay.
can do that since before the main day.
Okay.
So that's why I think that I'm not serious.
See, Kai, this is Kai. People should allow me to say what on this fixed deposit thing. I don't like it. It's not sounding well in my ears.
No, it's like it's possible. It's possible, and
it's possible for your money to be in fixed deposit.
Plans. Let's remove banks. There's some other savings platform where you can't touch your money until a set date.
Oh, you want to get married now?
What if?
I don't understand.
Calm down. You see, this young lady. There's a part where she said, the guy's attitude. You're talking about someone you are thinking of getting married, and you're calling him the guy. See, no matter how.
No, now this is already past. Now
It's not past. It's not past. She said the wedding is in 3 days. I just called it off. The event is past. Yes, I know. But her writing, when she was putting that note down, it was 3 days to the wedding.
See, you see that feeling?
No matter how angry you are with whoever you are dating, whoever you are married to, referring to the person as the guy, for me, it shows... I feel something is fishy there. It seems like maybe she has money, and which is why she could foot the bill for the wedding, and it's now dawning on her. The truth is, what if she was the one who was pushing him into this marriage? Do we look at that side as well?
Okay, fine.
Because if she was the one gingering, no, the wedding must be that 5th of December that you said. And yes, the guy says, my money is in fixed deposit. I cannot remove the money, so I cannot do anything until maybe when it's time for me to get the money back. So do we say that it's his fault? Because he probably couldn't shift it. Maybe she was the one that fixed it. This is the day I want to marry.
If she was the one that wanted it to happen that day, she won't call off that wedding.
She might.
She wouldn't.
She
If
might,
she
because
wanted,
you have a lot of friends around you that will be saying, only you and I they do, are you the only one spending? You're the one doing this, you're the one doing that. What of the man that you're marrying? There are many people that will start talking to you.
But deep down, she knows that she's the one pushing for that particular date. For example, I'm telling you, fine, let's give the guy some little credit. Okay, probably I tell you what I'm expecting, this amount, or probably I'm investing, let's use investment for example, what I'm investing into will come up maybe January, February. Let's just leave this wedding for February. But you have told yourself that 2022 will not pass you by, and you don't want 2022 to pass you by. That's the lady, for example. Now you are dragging for December, like deadline December must be December.
I don't think there's any man who would make that decision and will now pull back. Why did you go into it in the first place? A lot of times women push.
Yes, especially when the age factor
They
is
may not
already
be
there.
interested. The man may not be thinking marriage right now, which is probably why his money is. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt, okay?
Yes.
Now he may not have even been thinking marriage, and she was the one. For someone who has enough money to foot the whole wedding,
Probably
as a
she's
woman,
already
most women
working
don't do
or-
this.
yes.
Most women will sit down and say it's the man's duty to deny one marry me, so let him get the money.
But you
and
know,
all that.
situations
But
like
she's-
this have happened.
Definitely.
There have
Which is
been
why I'm trying to
weddings
say-
that have been sponsored under the carpet with the lady.
There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying
And there's no
anything
noise
wrong with
about
There's
it.
nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that it might have been that she pushed him into let us get married, and he now decided, okay, I don't have the money right now available. You be doing it. And for a man to like she said, his attitude is nonchalant, which means he's not even saying, how far, what have you done? Or you may not be spending, but you are there. You are following her everywhere she goes. You are with her, making decisions with her. What dress should I pick? Which caterer should I rent? Which this should I do? Like, you are there for her. She won't feel the way she's feeling. So I feel like probably she was the one who pushed him into it or dragged him. Let me not say pushed him, dragged him into it in the first place. And now he's pulling back because obviously he doesn't have the money. I want you to look at it in that light
Or
as
in
well.
another way, it could be that the budget has surpassed him.
And so he's
Maybe
evasive.
he just wanted a little, according to his hand, according to his pocket. But now, Auntie wants wedding of the year.
Elaborate.
You know.
Okay, so let's talk about what we are actually looking at today. This was just to bring up the whole thing. How financially buoyant should you be before you get married? As a woman, we are women here. What do you think? Let's start with success this time. What do you think you should, or what level do you think you should be financially before you agree to get married to someone? Yeah, financially.
Okay. Let me just say, if you are
Do you think it's okay for a woman to have her own money
yes,
and support?
yes.
Or she should just sit down like a pretty girl that she
to
is?
support
Okay?
for the marriage for both of them,
Okay.
for the guy and the lady. So she needs to support for the marriage to work out.
Okay.
So you have to add your own money to the marriage. For the marriage to work out as planned.
Is there any particular reason why women should? Is there a benefit that you think?
No, I don't think there's benefit of both of them.
Okay.
Because if the man did not have the money to add, maybe the man say, okay, let's just do it like this, let's do small wedding.
Okay.
Or if the man say one big one, like everybody to just see it on air, like then the woman need to add her own money to it. She want big marriage, big
Okay.
wedding. So she need to add her own money. Then if she don't want to add her own money, then she leave the man to do the one she wants.
Okay. So having your own money actually helps to give you a voice to decide, okay, this is what I want. So since I'm supporting you, let's do it together. It's not like the man now makes the whole decision. I'm the one bringing the money. So anything I say is final. Okay. So it gives you a voice as a lady. Favor, how about you?
Can you go to the I've not gone to, maybe you help us, you tell us how much it will cost for a wedding gown, for example. I know there are different
There are different grades. It's
Yes.
your budget. See, in life, don't look at another person's thing. When you look, if you go on Instagram, they'll show you wedding gowns of 250K, wedding gowns of 300,000, 100,000, 150. It all depends on you. When I told my cousin how much I spent on my own gown, I didn't even pay a dime for that gown. Someone actually helped me pay. That was his contribution to our wedding. Now,
Wow.
that is why
That's a big contribution.
and in a way, I wish they gave me the money.
Yeah. No, there's some
But the
situations
truth
like
is,
that.
I
Yes.
loved my gown. I don't even regret the money that was spent on that gown. But there are gowns that I could have gotten that would have been just as beautiful as that one at a lesser price.
Yes.
The one my cousin used was about 50,000, and I've seen gowns of 20. It's just that the quality may not be what you want. It all depends on you. Follow your budget. If you follow what this one is doing, you will crash.
Like you asked that if she could actually go with the man's budget. Well, it is what it is. If you don't have money, you cannot talk. You get. If you don't have money, for example, you want okay, let me just draw a scenario. For example, we're going to town and you have money to pay. You want to be the one to pay. You are going to pay for my transport. I prefer a small wedding than a big life after. You know, something to fall back on, than to do the wedding of this society. And at the end,
You're drinking Gary.
go home and so that's it for me. I feel like women should have their own money in preparation of wedding, and aside, so that's first reason is for the fact that you will enjoy you will have the ability to choose. Oh, I love gold, I love silver, I love this. You're able to choose for yourself. That's one. Number two, you have respect. You have respect. I may not have, been there before, but at least I know. I have sisters, I have friends. I've seen where a bride, oh my God, she could not even have a say in her own. She'll tell you, I will tell him, I will ask him. Say, what do you need makeup for? Can't you ask sister to make up you? I like you like that. When I saw you, you're not ugly. What do you need makeup for, a makeover or makeup artist for? I beg, collect that one now. I know fine when the tension is there. I beg, there are more important things that we should buy. Let's be thinking of the bag of rice and the whatever, the cow and whatever, instead of thinking of glamour here and there. But if you have your own money, you get your glamour for yourself. That's it.
True that. But apart from getting it for yourself, I also feel like there are times when your partner may be low.
Yes.
You could support. Trust me, it will always come back to you. Whether he gives it to you directly or whether it comes later as a gift, it must always come back to you. But don't have that mindset that, okay, I'm giving so that when he has, he will not give me back. Remove that from your mind. That's just the truth. It's the basic law of giving. When you give, you will definitely receive.
I want to ask you one question.
Okay.
Good. Me, I want to ask you
As
this
the
question.
presenter, you want to steal the show
I want to throw this question back to you. I've heard women saying, you know how much of my money of my husband, and in how much of my money did my husband have, and something like, borrow me first, I'll give you back. Don't worry, borrow me first, I'll give you back. Borrow me first, I'll give you back, and the rest. So let me ask you, since you've been there, is it true that when you get married, when your husband borrow money from you, should you just see it as water that passed under the bridge? Or should you expect it to be given back to you? Something like that.
I don't know about everyone, okay, because what works for me may not work for another person. But personally, when it has to do my business, you will give me my money back. Okay, no, that's business. I don't play with it, because I have how I draw. This is my profit. This is what I'm saving from the profit. This is what I'm using the other part of the profit to do. Okay, so you must give me my money back. If it's okay, gas has finished and I want to go and buy it myself, which I've never actually done, let me not lie. But for instance, gas finished and I'm alone in the house, he's not available to come fill it, and I can go and fill it myself. I use my money first. If he doesn't even come back home and give me that day, I won't ask him. That's just the honest truth. The fact is, I'm living in that house. I'm using the gas for myself. It's not only him I'm cooking for. I'm cooking for myself as well. So why would I start dragging the money? You have not given my money. The 5,000 naira I gave you before, the 20,000. To me, when you get married, you're now one. So whatever is his should be yours. Whatever is yours should be his.
So probably maybe this lady
Because the truth is, when we borrow from them, do we drag them back? Do they drag us for it? And do we give them back? That's what you won't do when you're in that situation. think about
But
it.
seriously, let me just try and put myself in this lady's shoes now. Talking about the whole finance in relationship or marriage, I really wouldn't like somebody that would be telling me, I don't know, maybe when the trust is already there, you believe this person, because it's what you do to me before that I used to judge you.
All right, let's talk about the place of knowing your partner's financial status before embarking into marriage. Now, a lot of times, I know during counseling, sometimes, I don't know if they do it in all churches or in all counseling units. Now, they say, do you know what he earns in a month? Do you know what she earns in a month? Is it wise to know what is coming in for your partner on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, on a daily basis before you get into marriage? Let's start with success this time.
Yes, it's wise to know the money.
So before you get married, the first question you ask the man, how much do you earn?
Oh my God! That statement sounds familiar. Amazing. Why are you bringing this? Why are you shaking one table?
No, it's general. It's actually general.
Once guys start dating,
Yeah.
then start knowing the guy, they just start to ask, babe, how much do you earn, so that we know how to plan. You are not take it that way, that you want to know.
Okay.
So just use someone just asking, so how much do you earn every month? Then if you tell, you know how you used to withdraw money from me.
Yeah, using style. Yeah,
Okay, for me, I don't know if style works with everybody. I think that's a good plan, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the
Maybe
perfect,
that's our own style.
perfect
She's
or best
a-
style. Because there are some men who will just, as you are laughing like this, they will laugh over it. I personally think it's a conversation you should sit down and have.
Especially when you're already telling me, I know we're already getting there to that gate, the gate of I'm coming to your house. You know, that kind of gate. Me, I would like to know what you earn, and I'll open mine up to you. First off, I would know how to bill you. So I would know how to bill, but it's true. You know, it's true now. If, for example, you earn about 100 plus, for example, I know too well not to, you know, allow you. And aside that, it's not because to know what I will bill you. It's to also help you plan your finance. Some guys, they need, you know, it's good for a lady to also, ladies, we are natural home builders.
Yeah.
And I would love to be, first of all, I'll tell you, what's your saving? What's your savings plan? You know, hope you are planning for the future. Hope you know, aside dating, aside guys I'm dating, maybe the guy I'm dating at the moment, for example, guys that are around me, my friends, my male friends, I always extend that, like, save, you know, I'm always this person that preach savings. You get to people. I'm very big on, what are you doing for the future? What are you putting on ground for yourself? So it's good to know what this person is earning so that you can be able to help him plan. And since you know that you have a future with this person, there's nothing wrong in knowing what the person is earning so that people will know how you plan yourself. So there's no need hiding what's your salary from me. Why would you be hiding it? There's no need hiding your finance. If you have 1 million or you've been able to save, I'll tell you, oh no, you are spending too much. Increase your savings, you know, since you know we're settling down next year, let's know what we're doing. Oh, okay, invest in this real estate something. So that, you know, so that at least we'll have a land, just planning for the future. So that's just it. It's not because probably the person wants to bill you or anything. And I don't like guys that are so secretive. Why are you hiding your account details? Why are you, probably maybe some guys are afraid that girls will bill them. Maybe
because I was just about
but
to
if you
say
know
that
you are dating,
there are some ladies that they are of the school of thought, they are of the opinion that once you let a guy know that you're earning so much, he would, when you're not asking for money, he will
not
not
want
answer
to
you.
give you.
Okay, so what do you think about that? What do you think about women who withhold how much they are getting, how much they have from their partners just because they feel he would want to use that as an opportunity not to give? After all, you have your money. Why are you asking me for money?
If you are the type that have chopped breakfast before, as per money issues, you will know to cover up your finance for a while, especially when you know it's attractive. if you know as a lady that your finance, what you have in the bank and what you've been saving as an independent lady is very attractive, one that will make a guy want to swindle you, just hide it for a while, probably for that beginning stage of getting to know you. By the way, like you said, getting to know my account is not the first things you should know about me. It's not one of the first few things you should know about me. Like somebody asked me, what's your account balance? On the first date, I can never forget that day. And that actually made me to withdraw from that person. Like, really?
For me, you can't go into that marriage if the person you're getting married to is able to foot the bill. Like I made example, there's some people who they're getting married, they don't have, but they have people who have.
Yes,
and those people will definitely support them. So which means you have. You may not have it by yourself, like it's not you who made the money, but you have people who would help you support the other person. Okay, it's not that you know you have people, or even if you don't have people, but you know people who you could meet to assist you, and you just decide, I beg, I don't want to ask.
But not so dependent on the supporters, right?
Sorry?
But not totally dependent on the supporters.
No, you can never be no, let me just tell you one thing in this life. Never say that I'm getting married. This person, this uncle will give me money.
Yes.
That politician will dash me. The people that you thought would help.
Especially the ones that are even telling you, don't worry, just bring the wife. Don't bring the wife for us.
Have your own. See, that's
Indeed.
one thing I told my husband before we got married. I said, yes, I am a broadcaster. I know a lot of persons. But I am not going to even bother calling and saying, sir, give me this, or ma.
Some will send you broadcast message. Good morning. I'm getting married. Please support us.
Thank you. Did you not know you would need money before you enter? Why would you start begging? Like, personally, I feel that your marriage is supposed to be a celebration where you gather people who are important to you. And because they came through for you, they came out to celebrate with you, you are giving them refreshments, you are giving them gifts to say thank you. You're not supposed to collect their money to give them back. I find it really annoying, especially, let's talk about Ashwebi a little. Like, you tell me my Ashwebi is 25,000 naira. From that 5,000 naira, I will buy this for you, I'll buy that.
Yes.
Did I tell you I cannot afford that on my own? Why do you have to buy it for me?
I'll tell you, remove the souvenir.
You're supposed to be.
Okay, take my support and rest. I don't want Ashwebi.
For me, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. So if you're getting married, you are the one that decided you want to get married.
Yes.
Don't start thinking of uncle or auntie or cousin or this person that is rich and can help you. Have your own money, even if the money is not so much. I have a friend who, she just used 1 million naira for her wedding. That was all. Like, it sounds big for some people. There are some people who 300,000 is enough for them, for everything.
Yes.
Okay? So know your level and work with your budget. Don't look at another person and say, this is how this person is. That's how my friend did her own. I want my own to be like that. When you start doing this, trust me, you will fall. Because everybody was not created equally. Everyone has their own roles to play in life. Everybody has where they are going to reach in life, the levels they are going to attain in life. So don't look at another person. Be you. Be yourself. You're the best thing that God created in this world. You yourself by yourself. Okay, so let's try to work on ourselves. Like I was saying earlier on, when you're taking that big decision of I want to get married, you may not have for yourself, but at least when your partner is seeing that you are actually supporting in other ways, it will help to encourage that person. And not that you don't have and then you're the one telling him, no, it must be this, it must be that. As a woman, that is totally wrong. I know a lot of people do it, but I don't support it, and I would not want anyone around me to do that or to think in that line of thoughts. Okay, so we've been talking about the place of finance in marriage or before you get married. How important is finance before you get married? My two guests, wonderful ladies on the show, have actually been able to tell us that it is very important. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, you should have, to a large extent, your own money before you decide to say I do. Because money plays a huge role for the wedding and for the marriage itself. When you get married, you will need money. When children start coming, you will need money. School fees these days, let me pause there. This has been Ladies Night right here on Independent Television. I've had Favor Osaro and I've had Success Uswanlele in the building. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope to see you more. Success on the show. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Ameze Bazwaye, the Empress of the Airwaves. I'll be here same time, same station next week. So do well to join me.